Good morning. It is Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday. Welcome. As we know, our transformations are all about keeping ourselves transforming, growing, and to sum it all up, changing. Continuous change. And that's what we do here at Vibetalk Facing the Lion podcast. We're all about change, guys. And we've asked you guys to click on, join our YouTube pages, join us in interacting. 2025. We're almost out of January, and I'll tell you what, boy, have we had a rough start. When we think about the fires that have just happened, wow, we have had a rough new year. But we're going to continue to help you all get motivated, get inspired. We want to hear stories. We want to hear how you're feeling. We want to hear from you. Our toll-free number is 1-888-721, and I'm pulling it up, guys. 1-888-721 9260. That is a toll-free number for all of you. And you may call into us. If you're more comfortable with local calling, if you're living in the Los Angeles area and you want to locally call, we'll give you that up and running number as well. And that number is 661-406-8419. Trish and I are glad to tell you what we've been doing. Thanks to all of the hard work that she does. I couldn't ask for anyone that does a better job. We are now doing, and I quote, our very own page for Vibe Talk After Dark. In case you forgot, that's our radio show. So now you're going to be able to find by the click of the QR, or by the scan, I should say, of the QR code, you're going to be able to see our radio. Be patient with us as we develop it beautifully for you. You want to catch Vibe Talk After Dark radio show? Join us Saturday, 8 p.m. your time. This week, though, we're going to do something a little different, and we're going to advertise it for you. So when you go to that page, I want to keep you in suspense. Click like, follow it, and once you click like and follow, okay, not just clicking like, but following it, you will be alerted, put your notifications on, and every time we come up, you're going to be able to get right with us. What do we want to do with the Vibe Talk radio show? Thanks to Trish, who's always inspiring me. Who says that your co-host can't inspire the host? Because she's just done that. And I have to really say, because of her inspiration in wanting me to work harder on that, I got the page. And it's out now. It's on Facebook. I'm so proud of it. And I'm learning as you guys are learning. And that's the fun of working with someone who is younger than you. I'm not intimidated by that, guys, because Trisha's the one that has been showing me how to do things. And she's been very patient with me. Good morning, Trish.
Good morning.
And so we've got our page up. In case you want to know where Vibe Talk Radio or After Dark Radio is, guess what? It's already streaming. We just had to get the page up. So that's been something that's been positive for the 2025 year. If you would like, call in. We want to talk with you guys, especially those of you who are going through loss. We want to provide for you each morning when we're on. Okay, this is why it's so important, because a lot of people have been asking me, well, what time are you guys on? All you have to do to find out is click like, follow the page, and turn on your notification. 3 steps. Trish, you want to repeat them? There.
Sorry, I'm
Follow
having
the.
technical.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I said I'm having technical issues. Can you repeat that?
3 steps to our Vibe Talk After Dark radio show. What can our audience do? Step number 1, follow the page. Step number 2, like the page if you do. And third step, turn on your notifications. We want you to turn them on. We want you to like us if you do. We want you to follow notifications. That's for anything that you're following that has to do with us. Okay. And we talk about transformation because Tuesday is Transformation Day. If you've tuned in because you like our Tuesday transformation or Transformation Tuesday, this is about growth because we're always presenting to you guys something that we think you like and something that we know you'll like. And we're going to be able to bring to you by means of this platform, by means of other streaming platforms, music that you all like. There'll be new music, there'll be old music, there'll be country music, there'll be soft rock, there will be classic rock, there will be smooth R&B classic. We are so sure that you're going to love our radio station. And so as you like it, we're going to fix the page to where it's going to be for all music lovers. I know for myself, I am a music lover. Love, love, love music. Okay, it gets me going. It gets me inspired. We've fallen in love with movies. We've fallen in love with the songs. We've been critics of some of the one-hit wonders, and we have songs that have grown and changed us forever. Like the radio show and you like us, Vibe Talk After Dark radio show is all about music. All about music. So what I thought I'd do today, guys, is kind of give you a sample of what our music is all about. And Facebook, Instagram, we don't own the rights to the music that we play. And there are other times where Trish owns the right to her music. So we just want to clarify that. And we're doing it for the simple therapeutic help. And what do I mean by therapeutic? Because when we listen to music, it creates for us an ambience. You know, like when we want to dance, Whitney Houston says, I want to dance with somebody. Well, that's what it's meant. You create a vibe. And then uh, there are artists that talks about slow dancing. You all know what that's like. And others talk about romancing. And then there's still others when you walk down memory lane, you go back down memory lane. It's all of that plus more. So each week, what we've been doing, and you know, Trish, you said something that I really thought about when we did the tribute to Tina Turner. You said that was actually Vibe Talk After Dark, but we just didn't have a name for it. And you're so right. I want you to listen to this and tell me how you guys feel. And we're going to play samples of things. So, anybody that's coming on, please come on as you listen to what we have done. And we're going to take you down memory lane to introduce you to something I know you guys are going to love because we didn't realize that it was going to take off the way that it did. Trish and I had no idea because a lot of times what Trish and I do, we will talk about what we want it to look like, what we want it to do. And you know something, guys? Some of it has really worked out for the better. Um, I know a little bit about music. I want to give you facts. I want to be able to help you to understand the love of music. And this is what this is all going to be about, okay? Uh, Learning, you know, uh, music. I like to look at how did the artists get here? What have they contributed to? And more important, you know what I love, guys? I love to find out what they're doing now. So you're going to hear things like that and you're going to say, wow, I never knew that. And uh, while I'm looking for something, I'm going to let Trish tell you a little bit about what she discovered from facts that we talk about artists. Trish, what did you learn? Because you came back to me and you said, wow, I did never know that.
Um, one particular fact I didn't know about was Quincy Jones did a lot of songs with artists, even newer artists too. And I was like, okay, I didn't know he did songs with those people. And it's inspiring because he was still making music until he passed away. And that right there is like legendary. And also something that one of the facts that we talked about with the Tina Turner one was she was actually on set on the movie What's Love Got to Do with It. That was one of the facts. And I was like, I didn't know she was there, like
Mm-hmm.
helping Angela.
You
But
just
she
set
was.
skills on me. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead,
But
baby.
yeah, those are some of the facts that I can think
Yeah.
of right now.
And they're fun facts. Thank you for that, Trish. And yes, Trish, I did put you on the spot. Just like with Trish. How many of you knew that Trish was actually a musician? Trish has written all of our openings, okay, from the very start of the time of Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. And I'm so happy because I know what it sound, what the music sounds like, or what Vibe Talk sounds like with no sound, but voices. And Trish made it possible by creating a vision, a sound. And I always say this. Here's what I always say, and I know you guys have heard me say this so many times, too many times. How would you like to go and see a movie or sit in your home and watch a movie with no music things? Can you imagine Jurassic Park with no music score? Can you imagine watching Grease with no musical score? How many of us can name so many movies with musical scores and we live in that moment forever because we've taken something home and every time it plays, it reminds us of that movie. I'll tell you something. Or Tyler Perry's soundtrack for um, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and then his movie uh, Family Reunion. Oh my goodness! Every song on those tracks I love, and every time I always think of the movie. Think about music and the effects and the changes that it has on you. How about this one? We Are Family. Every time that song is played, you can get even the people who don't ever dance to get on the floor when that song comes. So does music change us? Yeah. Because everybody's on the floor. In fact, my niece's wedding reception, as they're dancing and it's time, everybody's on the floor. And I looked around, it was people on the floor who don't dance. And it happens at every wedding. You don't believe me? Try it out. Wedding songs, beautiful songs that are forever in our hearts. If you are out there and you've been married or you've been opposed to, there's been a wedding song. Everybody has a wedding song. And if you're not married, you can still have the song that you want. I stopped for a moment because I get really emotional because of music and its ability to affect us, to affect our emotion, to tell us something, to be able to say how we feel. I don't know about you guys, but I love romance and I love love. I'm all into that. And I'll tell you something. We have had some of the most beautiful love songs ever written. And that's what I want our page to look like, because I need you guys' help. I don't know everything, but I do know my music. And I'll tell you what, if there was a time to test it, to see how you all feel about the music and how it affects you, I've done it. I used to drive for Uber and Lyft. That's one fun fact you guys didn't know. And guess what? Every person that got out of my route always said, or in the route said, I love your music. And we're going to give you a sample of what it sounds like so that you have a reason to come to us. Now, the time set for you to come to us is Saturdays, 8 p.m. If I've said 7, it's 8 p.m. California time. Why are we doing that at that time? Because we know kids are in bed on the East Coast and on the East Coast. We know that. And we know that every parent, every person needs some time to be able to gather their thoughts, chill for a moment, relax, breathe. That's why we have it at that time. Since it's Transformation Day, we talk a lot about change. We talk a lot about transitioning from into. By the way, this is our podcast today. Yes, transitioning through music. We may have other times, okay? And there's no time like the present. I haven't forgot. I'm gonna let you hear some samples, but I want to talk a moment to get the mood set for you. We want to talk to you about the views that we have been getting. Why is that important to me? Can I tell you why it's important to me? Because I know that you guys are affected and influenced by music. And really, guys, it's about the type of music that we're listening to. You know, some of us like praise music, some of us like gospel, some of us like hip hop, rap, uh, all kinds of music out there. We want you to know that our radio is smooth and chill. And so sometimes when you listen to a smooth and chill, what are you going to get? You're going to get a variety. Luther Vandross, Josh Her, Celine Dion, Lionel Richie, Stephanie Mills, Whitney Houston. The list will go on and on and on and on. And we're so grateful to all of you because, see, by you viewing it, we're not worried about it being monetized. Because believe me, the pleasure is all mine and hers to know that music has influenced you to come back. And if you've been looking for us, we stop the music only for a little while. And we hear you, Rihanna, when you tell us, don't stop the music. We got you. We got you. But here we are. We want to present to you for the year 2025 something that has led you to be a better person. Something that you can say, wow, I love this radio show. So when you call, you're not going to get a busy signal. How many times have you called the radio station and it's been busy? We've made it so that we're not going to get it busy because it's going to be your station. We want you to call in. One night we had a person call in and he basically carried that whole show, and we say, thank you for doing that. Why do we say thank you? Because he picked all the right songs. So sometimes we'll allow you to do that. Okay. As long as you stick with the idea that it is a smooth and chill. You know, sometimes you go to a restaurant and you can hear the music playing in the background. We've all been there, right? And sometimes that music that's playing is not going to be the kind that if I wanted to go to a really nice, exclusive bar, okay, with a couple of friends or someone else, I'm going to hear music that fits the environment. You get my drift. So when you are making your dedication, make them good. There's a lot of songs. One song that was, since we've been doing this, I'd never heard of, and I loved it. And I want you to be able to say, what song is that? One thing I truly appreciate about Trish is that our YouTube page has been set up where when Trish puts our segments on YouTube, it's able to tell you what you just listened to. I love that, Trish. Keep doing that. That way, you don't have to say, sometimes we listen to the radio and they play the song, we don't know what it is, and we might not hear that song until later on that night, depending on how popular it is to the people. But all of it's accessed for you. And YouTube has it where you can play it back. And so we have endeavored to bring this to you wholeheartedly. And it's been such a beautiful experience because Trisha and I had no idea that it would take off the way that it did. Are we bragging? No, we're grateful. We're grateful that you took the time to listen. One of our music things has 158 likes. Wow. Keep doing that. Wow. So you guys are listening to us. We have so far 33 segments from Vibe Talk After Dark radio show. You want to have suggestions? You can even do that. You can call in live. And Tricia and I, when we do our every other Wednesday weekly meeting, we will consider that. You've got something you want to read to somebody, be it appropriate. Tricia and I sit down, we view it, and we say, yes, we like it, or no, we're not going to read that one. Send us your letters, send us your inspirations. And now we have an address for you to do it. And I'm going to give it to you. Why? Because it is a business. We are at 1317 East Palmdale Boulevard, okay, Suite 18. And you can address us as Vibe Talk After Dark Radio show. it'll get to us. You can call us. You can even leave messages for something that you want to hear. Take requests. You want to dedicate a song. If you want to send somebody a message, we'll do that for you. And when I say a message, no hate mail, because we won't do that. You're not going to do that. But we are going to lift you, uplift you, inspire you. You will remember, Trisha's for the last month or so been asking, when are you going to do the playbacks? And we plan on. We've got many, many segments. We're so grateful for each and every one of them. So we're going to go back and we're going to play clips of things. And I'm going to start, since we were talking about Tina Turner. We're going to go back to her. Yeah, I'm looking for it. Because I love, love, love. And now watch this be the day that I can't find it. She should have been the first one up here. Uh, and I know she's here. Did we put that one in there, Trish? Celebration to Tina Turner.
Yes, we did.
Okay. I'm going to look for it. In the meantime, we're going to go to our earliest one, which it should be. First off, our sound sounds like this. That's our sound. Sound. Thanks to Trish. I want to tell you a little bit of history about that. I said to Trish one day, Trish, and I always do this to her. Hey, Trish, I really like a sound for Vibe Talk After Dark. And then I said, I want it to sound with saxophone and horns. So a day went by, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Trish. Trish came back with that, and it was like nothing I could have imagined. All I said was saxophone horns, and that's what I got. Thank you so much, Trish. So if you're hearing that song or sound, that does not belong to you, Facebook, Instagram, and any other social medias. That is our sound. So every time you hear that, you already know, okay, this is Facing our Vibe Talk After Dark. Wow. And so here we are. Due to the time that we don't have that much time in one day to be able to tell you this is going to whet your appetite. We do musical tributes. Our very first one was for Tina Turner. I know it's here, and it was not. Uh, it wasn't um, named Vibe Talk After Dark. And how beautiful, how beautiful was it to be able to listen to that? Now listen to this one. Probably our very first one. And it sounded like this. Because we didn't know what we were going to call it. To find us under Vibe Talk Video. Tonight we're going to talk about just how many people we've reached in the States. This is going to amaze you. This will, the reviews from you guys have been phenomenal for those of you who are interested in this. It's just good to have so many people that have come. I mean, on YouTube, we are streaming all over the place. Through the years, the last 3 that I've been online, I have recorded every day. We have, interestingly enough, calls. We have people who actually call in. Next week, we're going to get you some calls. I want you to hear. Well, there you have. But wait, here's the interesting part. As we start to develop ourselves, here are some interesting things that we do. Art and touch a human life. What can we play for you tonight? Why? I'm going to start us out. Here we go. Remember, we don't own the rights to the music that we're playing. The intro that you heard belongs to our very own Trish, who makes the music for us. Here we go. Remember, we don't own the rights, and I have worked so hard. So you have a sample there. Let me talk to you guys a little bit, and Trish, you can jump in anytime as the co-host. Um, I want to hear from you, so you may jump in anytime. When we say, there was a point that I wanted to make about when you're calling in, okay? Let us know what's on your mind. Maybe you're just sitting at home. Maybe you just want to talk to somebody. We keep it sweet. And maybe you just want to talk about the song. Let's say you're driving or strolling. It's Saturday night and you're just out in the city. We're there too. You can take us wherever you want, even if you can't be with us live. You're always going to be able to press play in a stream, and the sound will get better and better because I've noticed that we've gotten better. Like Trish on the mic. Trish, say something using the mic that you had yesterday.
I have to get it. Hold on.
So we are live, and I'm going to show you. You know, sometimes we hear a lot of static, and we're in our own studios. You know, we're here, and we promise to make the sound better for you. So when we say, "Hey, call in," we want you to do just that, guys. And we want you to be able to come in and tell others about us. We're going to start to do perhaps giveaways, and that'll happen in time. But we want you to listen to us because we sincerely like you. And we sincerely want you to like us. So when you go to the page, wherever you are, let us know where you're listening from. I love iHeartRadio, and that's where you can find us right now. Vibe Talk After Dark. If you guys are listening, we want you to go there. We want you to say, "Wow, this is really nice." We want you to have a nice experience. That's why we said we'd never be busy. You're never going to get a line and it's busy. You can't get through. We're going to let everybody have a chance, and we want you to be respectful and allow other callers to come through as well, because we want you to have a memorable experience. You ready for another one? Let's see what this one is about. Like that. And we're proud of our projects. I just want you guys to know that we have worked really, really hard. So when you see that page, it's going to be all about music. It's going to tell you what we're thinking about tributing. We are not going to have an unhappy page. I can tell you that right now. Um, Even if you just want to tell us a happy thought, even if you want to tell us an inspirational thought, we are going to listen to you. We did one for National Women's. Check this out. National Women's Day. Here's an inspiration about a woman's heart. Ladies, if you're listening, pay attention. And men, gentlemen, you'll learn a thing or two about a woman's heart. One of the most beautiful things in the world is a woman's heart. It is fragile yet strong, delicate yet resilient. When a woman gives you her heart, she gives you her most prized possession. If you love, nurture, cherish, and protect it, she'll give you the world. What do you think about that? We even had Kenny Rogers' Lady, and that song, I love that song because he's really serenading a woman. And that song to me represents every woman because those lyrics are so deep. Thank you, Kenny Rogers. And before that was Stevie Nicks. I love, love, love Stevie Nicks. I mean, I could listen to her all day. We celebrated women. And so we also did a celebration for men. So we will pick themes and about the inspiration so that you all know inspirational quotes that hit the show about love, about romance, about the heart. Anytime that you're listening to Vibe Talk After Dark, here's what I want you to do. And this is a fun thing. Put up hearts. Why? Because every heart stands for your heart, my heart, his heart, her heart, their heart. It all means a life. And we never know how one human life touches another. We're going to be right back with our amazing creative Trish and Trish's Treasures. I'm going to be right back. Go anywhere. We're back with our very own Trish and her Trish's Treasures. Trish?
Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely clearly.
This is the mic, guys.
Yes, thank you, Trish.
So, um, I always loved music. Music is within me, you know. And uh when I was growing up, I saw my parents. They were singing, my dad playing the keyboard, my mom doing the vocals, and what made me like inspired the most is like when they do duets together. Like my dad singing the low, my mom singing the high, and it was a perfect harmony. And it just made me think about, you know what? That's how all music should be like. It should bring people together in harmony just like that. And I can see the love. Like sometimes my dad, he'll be like, "You sound very good on that song." He'll tell my mom that, and my mom would be like, you know, she would hype my dad up because he wrote some songs and she wrote some songs, and she is his biggest cheerleader. I'm telling y'all. And he's her biggest cheerleader.
Love that.
So when when I was younger and I saw them make music together, it just inspired me to write music. And I remember me and my sister, we started a little like group together. It was like a kids group. It was like our group was called the CGs. That standing for the Christian girls. That was us. And like we would make our own songs, but what inspired us is my brothers, they had their own thing. And their thing was called the Raleigh Rockers.
Yes.
And they had songs, and me and my sisters will pretend to be their crowd, and we'll listen to them sing their songs, you know. I still remember their songs. We are the Raleigh Rockers. We sing every day. And I was like, oh shoot, okay guys. Y'all did something there. And when we got older, we continued to make music, you know? And me personally, I feel like music is home to me because that music was our our childhood. I grew up with music. Music is like my best friend or the family member or the close cousin, you know. That's how music is to me. And if I lost music, I don't know where I would be. I wouldn't know what my purpose would be if I didn't know how to make music or do anything with music. And I continue to put that into practice. And it changes my perspective on music a lot when I explore new music. Since we're talking about transformation, when you explore new music, which is like if you're used to aggressive music and you're used to feeling aggressive, you know, think about changing your outlook, changing your playlist. Like if you wake up in the morning and you're just upset and you're used to listening to that upset playlist, that dark metal music, dark hip hop, if you're used to listening to that, try listening to some smooth music, some light
Yes, a
rock.
suggestion, guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but just try because music has this amazing perspective in changing people's moods. It changes people's moods a lot. And I know because this morning I woke up and I was looking at my grades and I saw I made an F. It was hard for me to accept that. I was like, oh, I listen, I had a 4.0 GPA this entire time and I see an F in my grade book. No, that can't work. And my usual reaction would be to like cry, listen to some sad music, and just like sit there, be quiet, and just wallow in that sorrow. But then I stopped and I started to just listen to the new music that I made. And one of the beats I made is called Passion. And because I listened to that and I felt like, okay, I made that F. I'm not proud of it. I'm not happy. But you have to think about the options. It helped me calm down and think about why did I get this F? It's because last week we had an ice storm and she couldn't grade my work. So the system already put it in as an F. All I got to do is turn it in. That's all I got to do, and it'll be back to where it was,
Nice
which was like a
challenge.
yeah, yeah, which is like an A plus. So that's what I have to do, and I'm glad because I didn't know that beat will have that effect on me. I just thought, hey, I made some new music, you know? I'm so happy about that. That's how it is with my music too. Like I don't know how it's going to inspire me. I just focus on it inspiring other people. But then all of a sudden I hear myself say something in my songs. I'm like, you know what? It's starting to makes sense. Like, I knew what I was talking about. So that's how it is with music. And that's how it is with Vibe Talk After Dark radio show. You listen to that song and it gets you motivated. It relaxes you. That's why we do it at night because, like we talked about, kids are asleep. You get time to just enjoy your coffee or just chill in your hammock or on your couch, on your bed, and just listen to the radio show. That's what I did. I was sick. I couldn't make it. I really wanted to make it to the Quincy Jones, but I was sick. So I listened to it early in the morning. That's the thing. You can listen to it anytime. There is no specific time for you to listen to it, but we do go live, at 8 o'clock that we try to for the Vibe on Saturday for the Vibe Talk radio show. So
And if you live on the East Coast, it may be 10, 11 for you.
yeah.
However, when you wake up, okay, you're going to have it there. Go ahead, Trish.
Yeah. So yeah, it is what she said. Like it's 8:30 for the West Coast, but for the East, it's 11 for for me. So usually I'm in bed and I see it pop up live, but I'm not regulated to go there. But when I do, I do. I pop in sometimes and I be listening. And you don't have to, it's up to you to just sit there and listen. You can give us our slogan is, what song can we play for you? So you can give us your recommendations, your requests, and our mood is, smooth and chill. Just keep that in mind, guys. And I hope you enjoy it. And we've been going on with Vibe Talk After Dark radio show for a while now. I think this will be its first year, right? For it going. So,
Well,
um, I'm
last year it went, I think we started in the middle of the year.
okay. So,
It, yeah.
so we've been doing it for quite a long time. And I'm glad we started because, for one, we love music. And if you love music, that's the place for you. And that's what I love about Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. We have so many like sections. So if you don't want to listen to the podcast like in general, that's okay. We have a Vibe Talk After Dark radio show. We got Trisha's Treasures. We got um we have like our shorts and our reels if you just want to look at the quotes that we have for today. They have songs that go with the mood or the quotes that's happening during that day. So check it out and uh like I always say, go give it a shot. So yeah.
Why, we have been on a musical journey today. And don't forget to click to scan the QR code. It will take you straight to our YouTube channel and wherever else you listen. iHeartRadio, like, I love promoting them because they have everything, everything you could ever think of. And then there's Spotify. Find us wherever you're listening to your favorite radio station. We're live. I thought in closing, I would read a letter. And I want to read this letter because you will hear us time and time again read inspirational quotes. And this letter inspired me because you never know who you are affecting. You just never know. And I'm going to find it. Give me just a moment, please. And I'm going to find it. I promise you. Such a beautiful, beautiful commendation. And I felt that this was special to me. This is, it starts out, hello, Angel. Thanks for the heartfelt thoughts. Truly appreciate it. I love your talk radio show and I'm proud of you. You just gave me bragging rights. I will be telling everyone my niece has her own radio show. Keep doing you. Being, keep doing you. From my aunt, you never know who you're affecting. I've always loved music, and I've always put together music lists. Back in the day when you wrote uh, or when you copied music, I came from the time where you didn't want your mother to call your name because you were in the room trying to make your own, what was then called a tape. You know those. Ask your parents about them if you're not from my generation. And we would go in a room and I would be making my own music, and it never fails. My mother would come in my room and start talking to me, and I would have to cut the recorder, tape recorder off, because she was calling my name. And then we advanced years, fast forwarding to the CDs. Everyone remember that? And you could run the CD, but if it got scratched, that was it. Okay? And now we can, and I love this, and any artist who's out there listening to us today, we gratefully appreciate your music. It has helped us to heal. It has brought us joy. It has caused us so many beautiful memories. We don't want you to take your music off of these sites because the more we play, the more you get paid. If nobody ever played your songs, you wouldn't get the percentage. So keep playing them because we want to hear them. Is there wisdom in that? We want to inspire people. We want you, like Trish said, discover, excuse me, new artists. And we want you to be able to say, I like that song. So we never know who's listening. Have you ever just turned to a radio station because, excuse me, you like the voice of someone? I've done it. Have you ever done it, Trish?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you like their voice. And they made everything much calmer. And that's what I want to do with the After Dark radio show. Today, do us a favor, support us in our healing aspect of things, since Vibe Talk After Dark radio show is connected to, is family to, is affiliated with Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. Do us a favor, go to our YouTube page and click like, please, because it supports us. We're not in it for the monetary gain. We want to truly be out there. And you can ask Google, Alexa, and all the other things. want to hear Vibe Talk After Dark Radio. Pull it up. We have take home. What did you take from this podcast? To your audience and to my co-host.
What I took from this podcast today is that music is powerful. It sends messages. I already knew, but here's my take home. And that whatever music you listen to, or or anything that has music, it makes it have some sort of foundation or fulfillment. And that's how I should be when I make music. Like, is it fulfilling, or is it something that's just getting all the negativity out of me, or how is it impacting me? So that's my take home from here.
Love, love. And my take home is music truly is a universal language of feelings and emotions. And that's why we decided to include it. So don't forget, we will have the QR code, okay? And our song will be I Love Music by the OGA. Thank you so much for listening to us as you do. And when you do, let us know where you're from. No home addresses, please. And I want to thank you. Especially do I want to send my deepest and sincerest to my co-host, Trish. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. Until next time, I challenge you to transform, transition, to change your life or change something. Thank you for our podcast of today's Tuesday transformation to music. Have a good day, everyone, and we'll see you right here, right on Facing the Lion podcast. Until next. Because I don't want you just to make a resolution. I want you to think about. I was really about the moves and then I got the vibe with it. I really took my time with it. I really love the ride with it. Me, you really got the vibe with it. I took my time with it.